Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This one's going to be a bit more of a community type video, a little bit of a background story behind me, how I started investing and basically how it's going now. So yeah, let's just jump straight into it. So just before I start, this is going to be a really casual chat. I've got a cup of coffee here and we just want to have like a one-on-one, or at least make it feel like a one-on-one conversation between me and obviously you guys watching. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for all your support, your continued support, the subscribes, the likes, the comments. It really does mean a lot to me. I'm learning along the way, obviously, of course, and I'm picking up some really good feedback from you guys and I really do appreciate it. So yeah, let's just jump straight into my investing journey. So my investing journey basically started from going down a YouTube rabbit hole. So I was just watching videos on YouTube exactly this time last year. On October 12th was when I first deposited, but probably a couple of weeks before that I probably started watching the videos kind of late September, that kind of thing. And I was just watching videos kind of randomly on financial independence, and then I came across investing. And I thought, okay, what's this? And investing sounds cool, and it was kind of the day trading aspect as well in there. And I immediately kind of ruled that one out because it looked too risky. It even says on most of the website 76% market is against you, which I didn't really like those odds at the time. But then I kind of looked at things like investing. I thought, oh, actually, yeah, I have seen this before, but I've never actually really looked into it. So I looked into investing and I thought it was pretty cool. So what I did was I started trading 2-on-2 account, obviously from one of the videos I watched. I followed the link and got myself a free share. Obviously that kind of thing was big last year and everyone got their free shares, etc. And so much so that I'm doing it on my channel now. But yeah, I got my free share and signed up, and I put in a little bit of money. I didn't put in a big amount because I wanted to learn about the platform, I wanted to learn about the stocks, how they move, etc. And after about a month or so through learning, reading through books such as Rich Dad Poor Dad, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind and Richest Man in Babylon, I listened to those a couple of times within that month. And obviously I continued watching YouTube videos on financial independence and perspectives on how to look at money, how to save, money plans, like the pot method, for example. So I kind of learned a lot in that space of that month, and I thought, this is great, this is fantastic. So what I did is, through learning and obviously getting used to the platform, I uploaded a bit more money from my savings account, because obviously at that point I was overweight in my savings, and obviously no one should have too much cash sitting on the sides, because you know it's losing value kind of week by week, year by year, etc. So I put some more money in there, and I did some kind of analysis into which stocks I should choose. And my thesis was kind of basically investing in my future, what I imagined in the future, what the world looks like in 5 to 10 years time, and kind of putting my money in that. Now, obviously, I did have a few recommendations from obviously YouTubers, articles, even books had obviously some sort of recommendations towards kind of financial sectors and different industries, etc. But I really nailed down on the electric vehicle sector. So I chose NIO, I chose Tesla, and I kind of did my research as I was going with that. And as I was kind of putting this money in, it was the time of the Biden versus Trump election. So the market was dipping, so I was actually buying at very good prices. And as you know, through kind of that time when it kind of recovered, all the way to the end of January, early February, it was a bull market. And before we get carried away with the bull market, I just wanted to take it back a little bit. So in that November time, I wanted to teach this. I wanted to realise that this should be known by a lot of people, and this should be done by a lot of people to help them retire early, invest for their kids, etc., whatever. So I turned to YouTube and I thought, maybe I could do this myself. Now this was a bit ridiculous for me because I am an introvert, I'm not much of a social butterfly, but I do have some sort of personality, I'd like to think, and I wanted to kind of convey that with my thoughts on investing and hopefully kind of teach you guys how easy it is just to get started, even with the investing basics. Obviously now I've kind of moved on to kind of stock reviews, kind of for the future, the stocks that I look towards kind of the future. But obviously the channel was started mainly for investing for beginners, knowing how to invest for your future and how to make yourself kind of financially independent through investing. So that's kind of been my target, my main goal for YouTube. You can go back and look at my earlier videos. They are, even I look at them now and I think, no, actually this is, wow. But obviously everyone starts out, you have to start somewhere. Everyone starts off a bit rough, kind of, that's how you learn, you kind of build along that way. And I'm not perfect now, and I'm still learning now, and it's all part of that kind of journey. And I'm looking forward to obviously continue doing this, and I don't have any plans to stop. So yeah, let's just see where it goes, see where the YouTube journey goes. So let's move back to the bull market, which was happening kind of January, early February. Everything was riding high. I took some profits, but probably not as much as I should have done. Now this was learnt in the next 3 to 4 months through the kind of correction, through the constant horizontal market. Obviously the indices have been doing really well this year, which is the overall markets, but the actual stocks themselves have kind of been down and horizontal. Now through this period I learned a lot of things, like, you know, is the stock market in a bubble, how we can defeat bubbles, you know, different theories towards the stock market, the impact that news has on stocks and how it can really move the stock up and down, and the importance of taking profits was a huge learner for me in that time. So at that point I was still high in stocks. I did take a few more profits, as you know, back in the kind of early days of the portfolio updates that I've been doing throughout the course of the year. And yeah, it's all kind of that learning about kind of how the market reacts to certain things, like inflation updates, you know, different circumstances in the world. So that what was that Evergreen ship that was kind of in the Suez Canal? I think it was Evergreen. And even now, recently in the last month, we have Evergrande. That's how I say it. Evergrande kind of kerfuffle in China, which obviously panicked the market a little bit, and the ongoing inflation fears, the tapering that's going to be happening next month, more than likely. So yeah, it's just about learning kind of how that market affects you. Now, it's important to know that with long-term investing, this shouldn't affect you. But because I look at the markets, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy kind of researching stocks, etc. It just kind of is part of my research, knowing about the news, etc. But obviously with long-term investing, like I alluded to before, you don't have to worry about any of this. You have to put your money in and just let it ride, come back in 20 years and then, you know, see where you are then. So I just wanted to clarify that point for long-term investors probably watching this channel. And through this kind of last 6 to 7 months, I've been continuously learning about technical analysis. Fundamental analysis I find really difficult, but I am trying my hardest. I've just printed out a Q10 report from Palantir, so I'm going to have a little look through that and go back to my course where it taught me some fundamental analysis and hopefully learn alongside that. And we'll see how that goes. But technical analysis I really got on board with. I really enjoy it, drawing the lines, seeing the trends and that kind of stuff. Obviously none of it's perfect, but you can get a general idea of where a stock is going, where it's heading, what could possibly impact it with earnings supports, etc. So technical analysis for me is pretty important. And I do have a playlist of that which you can watch in the top right corner. I'll link it up there for you to watch if you wanted to learn a little bit about technical analysis. Now's a good time to have a sip of your coffee, because that's what I'm going to do. So after all of that, going down the YouTube rabbit hole, finding investing, learning about investing, having the market boom, and then obviously the market correcting, Dogecoin was a thing back then, GameStop obviously, and learning technical analysis. After all that, we come to the present day. It has obviously been a very challenging year. It's one that I have seen profits from, which I've been really proud of. I've been really proud of my learning. And obviously I want to try and convey that in this video, that I'm in it for the long run. I want to do more videos. I'm going to be doing that religiously. This is a message to say that I'm continuing. I'm continuing with the YouTube channel. I'm going to go forward with it. I might not release 2 videos a week all the time, because I do find it quite challenging sometimes to get that kind of content out there. And I don't want to just throw random, you know, rubbish content out there. I want to give you good quality content. I want to give you those companies that could possibly be good for the future. I want to give you portfolio updates so I remain transparent for you guys. And that's basically the message I want to give to you, that I am not stopping, I am continuing. And yeah, make sure you comment down below with your thoughts on basically what I've been saying in this video, whether you kind of relate to me on your kind of investing journey too, what your year's been like. I would love to hear it down below. Maybe we could spark up a chat. Follow me on Twitter, that would be great too. Maybe we could chat that way as well. And kind of with that being said, I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys. Huge thank you to the subscribers that have already subscribed. Any new subscribers from this video, great. Nice to have you on board. Make sure you like the video. I really do appreciate that. And with that being said, make sure you invest safe, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Oh, I can track my face from all the way back there. Magical. Getting to that time of the month. Need a haircut. I feel like everyone on YouTube is like coffee obsessed. Well, now there's another one.